Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, we'll show you how iClone's new timecode feature makes it easy to sync multiple motion capture devices, including LiveFace, OptiTrack, Neuron, Rokoko, Vicon, and more. For this project, we'll use Xsens as our primary workflow example. In addition, with the Motion Live plugin acting as the central hub, iClone brings in timecode data from different mocap sources and aligns them accordingly. Let's start with the Xsens suit. Its wireless design lets the performer move freely without being restricted by cables. By connecting to a shared Wi-Fi network, you can capture multiple performers at once. Just make sure the sensors are securely fastened to prevent slippage, as that could affect accuracy. Next, take precise body measurements of the performer and enter them into MVN Studio. This helps minimize mismatches between the performer and the 3D character, leading to more accurate animation results. Since Motion Live has the capability to aggregate multiple input sources from different motion capture devices, it is possible to integrate the Rokoko gloves with iClone to accurately capture hand performance alongside body and facial motion data. Next, we attach a wireless facial capture helmet to the actor. For this shoot, we use the FaceGood helmet, which utilizes stereo IR cameras to capture facial motion while eliminating visible light interference. Additional sensors can be integrated for enhanced accuracy and stability during performance capture. One of the biggest challenges in a multi-device motion capture setup is that each device runs on its own internal clock, making it tough to align, review, and edit recordings efficiently. That's where Tentacle Sync comes in. By generating a universal timecode and sharing it across all mocap devices, Tentacle Sync ensures every recorded file has embedded timecode data. One crucial aspect of such synchronized workflow is ensuring that all devices capture at an identical frame rate, allowing Motion Live to accurately align and sync multiple input sources during recording. In addition, we can incorporate Tentacle Sync with LiveFace, using it as a pass-through gateway for our timecode data. After syncing LiveFace with Tentacle Sync, we can feed the timecode data directly to Motion Live as the master timecode source. Under this setup, all mocap devices can carry the timecode information when recording. For additional Motion Live setup and motion capture workflow details, please refer to the links in the description. With all devices connected and integrated into Motion Live, it's time to calibrate everything for the shot by focusing on the body, hands, and face. We'll start with the hands by using Rokoko Studio. It's a quick and simple process where the performer just needs to hold their arms up at about 90 degrees for a few seconds. Next, we calibrate the Xsens suit. This involves a walking calibration, where the performer walks back and forth from a neutral pose, followed by a figure-8 walk to fine-tune the accelerometer, gyroscope, and magnetometer. Using the triple view, we can check if the feet are properly planted while walking. Finally, a quick T-pose helps us confirm everything is set. To calibrate the FaceGood helmet, we use a grid pattern to adjust the camera lens, minimizing optical distortion. Calibration is handled through Capture Studio. The software automatically detects facial features and completes the process. Now, I'll hand it over to John, who will guide us through the iClone Motion Live setup and explain how to coordinate the mocap recording workflow. Take it away, John.
And we're all set up, ready on the brain bar. In fact, I want to give you an idea of exactly how we bring all this together. Everything that's going to be captured out here on the stage really has a place for this data to be set, recorded, and then further cleaned. And then later on, we're going to work in post-production with that. But at first, we've got to get started with the data capture. We'll do that here with the Xsens suit using MVN Animate. And then we'll get the body with that along with the hands for Rokoko. And so those two pieces of software and hardware are both completely separate. The way we bring these two data sources together, aside from recording here, is we're going to bring it right on down into iClone. So inside iClone, we've got our DJ project already set up. And inside this project, we're ready to go ahead and start taking this body data and hand data and animate our character. We'll do all of our capture inside here. And in order to do that, we'll use Motion Live. And inside Motion Live, you can see we've got our profiles set up for Xsens and also for Rokoko, the two devices that we're going to use. We're also going to be using facial capture with this later. And inside here, we can assign the face or the body or the hands to any device that we want inside Motion Live. Now, with that set up, we have the ability to go ahead and discover what we want to use for our timecode. Now, we're going to sync timecode directly with our Xsens, and then all of our data is synced with Tentacle Sync. So we're able to have our cameras, our data, our hands, everything synced directly inside iClone with that. So once we have that set up, I'll set my timecode sync for the master clock to Xsens, right? So now you can see that our timecode's generating. In fact, our new timecode plugin will allow you to have a really nice clock automatically generated on the screen. You can keep that on top, and that will allow you to have a nice reference for all your timecode. Further reference that you'll have is actually with our burn-in data, that you're able to burn in any kind of notes, and then also really vital data that's important to your shoot, like your take names, your scene name, your camera, and then also like your talent name. We'll be able to have the motion, all of our important data, and everything all in one place. And once we want to bring that together, all we need to do is select our sources, which we have now for Xsens and Rokoko, assign the body and the hands to our current actor, and then we can hit preview. And then Ruben on the stage can move around a bit for us and show us that this is the action we're going to be able to see live whenever we're recording, as well as the great data that we're going to get once we're finished up. So we're live, we're set, we're ready to go, and it's time to get capturing. Dance with me.